Good afternoon, everybody. This is DNA TV. Today we have with us Dr. Antonio Alexander, who's going to be talking to us about relationship. I am your host, Aaron Noel. The first question, Dr. Antonio Alexander, is coming from one of your audience, Peter James. He's actually a big fan of yours. Now, Peter James wants to know, what is love?
Well, love is, as the Bible recorded, love is patient, love is kind, love is long suffering, is gentle, it doesn't parade itself. So when someone is being loved, they should have these kind of feeling. Or if you love someone, then you should have these characteristics.
Okay, Mr. Dr. Antonio Alexander. The second question is coming from Sherian and Paul. Now, Sherian and Paul want to know how to keep their relationship going because for the past few weeks they've been off and on in the relationship. Today they're together and the next day they are broken up. Now, Sherian and Paul want to know how, again, to keep a relationship going.
Well, there's two things I have to tell Sherry and Paul. You know, in a relationship, you need love and you also need Christ because Christ points out to you what is love. And if you have love, then there is no reason for a breaking up in any relationship. You know, you should actually consider the Bible and what love is, as we a while ago just said. Yeah. So you really need Christ. A relationship without Christ, you don't have it. A relationship without love, you don't have it. So you need Christ and love in your relationship.
Okay, Sherry and Paul, without Christ, there is no relationship. Third question, Anthony Alexander. What do you think about people sharing their personal information on social networks?
Well, you know, in relationships, you know, there are good ones, you know, where they go good, and there are bad ones where everything is just upside down. You know, everyone would like to share it, you know, on whether it's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or whatever it is, you know, people will share it. You know, there are videos and there are things that people post where, you know, that girls are not loyal and girls are whore, you know, guys are not loyal and girls, you know, and all these type of things. You know, I think it shouldn't be posted on Facebook because it's not nice. You know, a girl is someone who, you know, is really soft. You know, you need to talk to them and understand how your girl really is. It also goes for the men. You know, you ask a question. You know, girls have tough days. You know, girls are not strong like men are. You know, there are things which may be simple to us, but to girls, they cry for weeks and weeks because it's hurting. So, you know, before you go about posting things, your personal relationship on Facebook, you know, is you have to talk about it. You know, you can use the Bible to resolve your conflict. If you can't, you know, you can go to a pastor. You can even watch a video, you know, one of my videos on Facebook, you know, to tell you how a relationship should be kept. You know, if your relationship is good and up and running, you know, you will want to share it to your friends on Facebook. But I don't think it's also healthy. You know, people are looking at your man. You know, people are looking at your girl.
Now, to me, I find it's supposed to be a certain age to post things on Facebook. Right now, we have little children underage posting pictures of their private bodies, and I believe that to me, it should be a certain age to be on those social networks because some of them, their brains are not well developed.
Yeah, you know, young people posting things on Facebook, you know, in relationship or even their naked bodies, you know, it's not appropriate, you know, it's inappropriate. They should have actually, I mean, you have an age group to join these things, but you know,
then again, some of them will put wrong age. But what I believe their parents should monitor them.
Exactly, the parents should actually know about these things and they should advise their children to not be on these media networks. You know, it's really inappropriate. And I mean, 16 years, a relationship, come on. There's school, there's many other things, there's, you know, it's too young. A relationship like that, starting at that age, you don't stick with one guy or one girl until you reach 20 something, you actually have sex with five different men because relationship don't work and that's not healthy,
Yeah.
you know. You should actually reach an age where you can understand what love is to start a relationship.
Right now, people, we are going to have our first commercial break.
Yo, dog, one. I tell you, when you come inside here for, stay outside, it's my stink, man. Stay outside, man. I feel it. Stay outside, I tell you. Yo, why you cheating on so far? Why you cheating on so far? Oh, why you taking for jail? Taking for a dog, huh? Ain't like I handle me jail. Act like a puddle when you're in jail. Watch Peter sneakers. I know wrong with you. Thanks. Better? You're like a puddle when you're ready. Don't get on so with me, man. Man is good boy. You do my that, man. You do my that. It's a good boy.
You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfied.
We are back on ANA TV. During the commercial break, the audience has been asking this question: what is a meaningful relationship?
What is a meaningful relationship? Everyone wants a meaningful
It's
relationship.
true, it's true.
Yeah, a meaningful relationship should be where the two person, feel comfortable sharing, the different views and the way they see different things. They should be feeling comfortable to tell, to share with each other personal stuff which you wouldn't tell other, people, or you wouldn't share with a family member, but you will feel comfortable sharing it with your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your husband or your wife. A meaningful relationship should have a love. You should love someone till death do you part, in richer or for poor, in health or in sickness. That is a meaningful
It's a
relationship,
meaningful relationship.
you know, because how it could be a meaningful relationship if someone gets sick and when they really need you most, you are not there, then that's a relationship without meaning. A meaningful relationship should have Christ, as we were saying earlier on. That is a meaningful relationship when Christ is the head of
There you
the
have it, audience.
relationship.
It's a pleasure to have Antonio Alexander here today speaking to us about relationship.
It's a pleasure being on your show here today.
Thank you for coming. Do you have any books we have written?
Well, there's this one book which I have written. It's entitled The Road to a Meaningful Relationship. 100,000 copies had already been sold, and it's written in six different languages. And it's a really great book. It's all over. You can get it on the internet. You just go and you look for that book and you read that book, and I guarantee you that your relationship will work.
Audience, today each and every one of y'all will be getting a copy of Dr. Antonio Alexander book, A Road to a Serious Relationship.